Hello, friends. If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you are a fan or a subscriber, welcome back. I really do appreciate you. Today I'm going to be talking about Jehovah's Witnesses. They believe they are living in a spiritual paradise. Seriously. Let's go. So basically in this episode, I'm going to be talking about stories of individuals who basically devoted their whole life to Watchtower and then were unceremoniously dumped. You may have heard about the big Bethel dump not too long ago. Well, there was one in the 1980s also. There is one big difference though. The recent letting go of older Bethelites in particular, these Bethelites were not disfellowshipped. They were just let go. In the 1980s, it was basically a Bethel purge. In the spring of 1980, a respected Watchtower official by the name of Edward Dunlap was disfellowshipped. The supposed offense? Apostasy. His friends didn't believe it, and some began questioning the motives behind rulings of the governing body. So, exactly what was this act of apostasy? Dunlap could not accept the teaching that only the remnant of the 144,000 had God's Spirit, even though the other sheep went door to door peddling literature, presumably without the help or protection of God's Spirit. As proof, he pointed to Romans 8:14. Dunlap asked how the other sheep were supposed to carry out the task of preaching, which Scripture says is done with God's Spirit, if the other sheep don't have the Spirit. Of course, the governing body never answered this question and disfellowshipped Dunlap to keep other JWs from speaking with him. According to Watchtower, apostasy is, quote, used primarily with regard to those who defect from true worship. End quote. This then leads us to the question of what Watchtower defines as true worship. And surprise, surprise, they don't really give a definition of true worship, although they do give some attributes of true worship, which, by the way, are either patently false or condemns them as false worshippers. Well, if you can be disfellowshipped just for asking questions, then that's not really following the definition, whatever that definition is, of falling away from true worship, now is it? It's more like disagreeing with the Watchtower. Edward was almost 70 when he and his wife were unceremoniously kicked out of headquarters, with no funds of course, by an organization to which he had dedicated over 40 years of his life. And this is supposed to be a Christian organization? But wait, because it gets worse. Edward's brother Marion Dunlap, who was a respected city overseer of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, offered Edward both lodging and a job. When news of this compassionate act got to Brooklyn, the organization disfellowshipped Marion as well, who had devoted nearly 50 years of his life to Watchtower. 5 more members of the Dunlap family were disfellowshipped within a year. And if you think that's bad, It gets even worse. Jehovah's Witnesses, is this what you call a spiritual paradise? This is the kind of organization you belong to. And believe me, it is still happening right now. Please listen to me very carefully. The Watchtower only has as much power over you as you to them. Take back your power. If you like this kind of content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to know when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the source that I used for this episode. If you wish to support this channel, you may do so on my PayPal link. Question everything and never be afraid. Here are a few videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, goodbye.